Namaskaram everyone, this is Vishwaksen and welcome to Vaka Talks, where we talk about mental health and emotional well-being in different kinds of relationships. We are doing a series on Devi Mahatmyam and trying to learn lessons from it to improve our lives, our mental health, our emotional well-being, our relationships. We are talking about the 16 generals of Mahishasura. We've spoken about 8 of them yesterday, so let's continue. And next we come to Karala. Karala means terrible. People who actually do terrible things to others and gain pleasure out of it. And there is a word for it, Schadenfreude. Causing problems, causing uh, 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 pain unto others and gaining pleasure out of it. So this is Karala. And then we go into Durdhara. Durdhara is basically emboldened. If when we talk about positives, it's like strengthened, but over here it means stubborn and not moving, so kind of like an immovable force is or immovable object. So being stubborn and not willing to listen to an opposing view, not willing to accept an opposing view. Then we come into Bidalaksha or Bidala, is cat's eye. Cat's eye is basically means distortion, distorting the reality. Gaslighting is nothing but Bidalaksha, distorting the reality, gaslighting people, and trying to twist the reality to fit their agenda. You can say that a shirt can be blue or green or yellow or white or whatever, but the color is not going to change. But the perspective can change. People can say, well, it's it's a nice color, or I don't like that color. Like, the perspectives can change, but a red shirt will remain a red shirt whether someone likes it or not. But when we come into distortion, they try to say, well, that's not red, that's yellow. So that is what a Bidalaksha refers to, gaslighting people. That gaslighting people so that they and making them question their reality so that you can control them easily. Then we come into Durmada, being arrogant. Arrogance is uh, arrogance due to various reasons, because of the power they hold, because due to the support that they have, because of the resources that they have. There are people who say, when people tell them you should not waste food, they say that you should be thanking me that I am wasting food. Otherwise, if I don't waste food, there would not be a high demand for the food, and there would not be that would help the farmers. The higher demand would help the farmers sell their crops at a higher price. That is arrogance. And and I know people, I have heard, not personally, but I have watched interviews of people, and there are people who have said that exactly. That is arrogance, that is Durmada. And then we talk about the next general we talk about is Ugravirya. Ugravirya is rage, throwing a tantrum. It's not throwing a tantrum is not limited to infants and toddlers. There are people who throw a tantrum into their 80s and 90s until their last breath. If things don't go their way, they throw a tantrum. They are completely obtuse to reasoning. They just want things to go their way. They want to decide uh, and declare what needs to happen in someone else's life, and if they don't do that, they throw a tantrum. Oh, I told them to do this, they did not do. You're talking about their life. I told, seriously, people who say that, well, I told them that that person is not good for them, even even after that they married them. Okay, you have probably seen some things that are not healthy, and you have brought them up with the person. It is their decision whether or not they are fine with living with that or not. And after that, these people, I have seen people very being very stubborn and throwing a tantrum, and like, oh, I'm not going to talk to you if you do that. Let them live their lives. And we talk about these terms in psychology now, and if we look closely into our Puranas, there is a wealth of knowledge to help us with our mental health, to help us understand different people, to learn whom to stay away from, and also recognize such behaviors in ourselves and try to cut them out, try to remove them as early as possible, try to school ourselves and learn and better ourselves. Then we come to Andhaka. Andhaka is blind and choosing to be blind. Over here it is choosing to be blind. Dhritarashtra was blind, yes, in Mahabharata, but he chooses to be blind to everything that Duryodhana is doing. So we choose to be blind because of various reasons. Because we ourselves want the things to happen. Dhritarashtra wanted the things to happen. Dhritarashtra wanted the kingdom to his son only. And then it is because it is easier to sweep it under the rug and not address it. That also is choosing to be blind. It is easier, it because we don't want to see it, because we want the things to happen. So there are many reasons why we choose to be blind. It is because it is someone that we like, so we are going to turn a blind eye towards everything that everything bad that they do. So whatever be the reason, we choose to be blind to that. And then we come to Tamru. Tamru is being venomous, venomous in our speech, trying to hurt others with our speech, trying to humiliate others with our speech, trying to debilitate someone else with our speech. But it can be as simple as saying, telling a child like, "Oh, don't do that. You cannot do it." When the child is trying to do something, even to the extent of, "Okay, you just sit aside, I'll do it for you," that is debilitating the child. That is also venomous for the child's development. Let the child do it, let the child try to do it. If they fail, you can support them, you can help them, but don't stop them from trying it. And then also saying like, "Oh, we cannot do that. We are from this family, such a family with such a huge history, we cannot do such menial tasks." That is also venomous. When in need, we need to do every task. Every job is a job. There is nothing small or large. And trying to humiliate others in various ways. So all these come under Tamru. Then we come to Uddhata, pride. Pride and being rude through that pride. Being proud, and say a very simple uh, simple explanation for this is, when someone is mopping the floor, just walking with shoes, muddy shoes, through that, and not paying attention, not saying sorry. If it is absolutely necessary that you have to go take that path, say sorry for that, sorry to the person who is mopping the floor, and then go ahead. They wouldn't mind a couple of minutes of doing over the job, but being rude to them, ignoring them, and walking by without acknowledging them, that is being rude. That is being proud in yourself that yes, I can do it. And the pride can stem from various reasons. It can be a family, it can be their position, it can be uh, whatever be the reason. Being proud and not acknowledging someone else, or not acknowledging someone else's work, that is Uddata. So these are the 16 generals of Mahishasura. There's nothing old about this. These generals live around us, in people around us to this day. And it is very important for us to recognize these tendencies and distance ourselves from these tendencies in other people, and remove these tendencies within ourselves. If you like my content, please hit the like button and share your experiences in the comment section below, and please share my videos with people you feel would benefit from my content. And thank you until we meet again.